I'm Dave Cathy, the Food Dude, and I'm here in Midtown at the new R&J Lounge and Supper Club. This is a throwback. It's owned by chef partners Russ Johnson, that's the R, and Jonathan Stranger, that's the J. You'll know these guys from Ludovine, the very cool avant-garde restaurant just a couple of blocks away over on Hudson. Well, that's all about local ingredients and local food. This is about old school. This is a homage to the late 50s, early 60s American supper club with all the cocktails that you would expect. Here to tell us all about it is Jonathan and Russ.
The concept really came about through Jonathan and I, bouncing around ideas for a while about what might be the next thing that we'd want to do. We had several different ideas, but then Chip Fudge, who's our partner in this, came to us and told us that he had this building that he'd like for us to look at. So Jonathan and I came over here, kind of walked through the building, and you come through the front, and we come down these stairs into this little back part, and that was a garage door at the time, and we're just kind of standing in this room, and we were just kind of drawn to just this part of it, and we went back to him with that, and I think he kind of thought we were crazy, but we kind of told him the idea we had for it, and he liked it. And so just kind of the size and the location and the feel and the low ceiling and being on the alley, and the space sort of kind of dictated what it became. Although we had ideas about what we wanted to do with it, it just kind of slowly evolved out of that.
Yeah, R&J Lounge and Supper Cloud, it's all about bringing the good times of old back, from the menu to the drink list to the decor. As you can tell, we've taken a lot of time and effort making sure that all those things were period correct with modern amenities, if that makes sense. Is we wanted to give you the feel.
Keep the good stuff.
Right, and a big part of it was not being cliche. In the 50s you would never have a picture of Marilyn Monroe, so why would you have that now? Exactly, because that was happening at the time. So we really had to really dial it in and not make it cliche and not make it that, and I think we've accomplished that. And really, it's a
delicate
place.
Balance.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance. And with Ludovine, it's so much about the food and so much about the drink that we want this place to be so much about the customer's experience. And that's why the food we've done, we've dialed in how we would our food at Ludovine, but we approached a much more broader menu. And that was kind of the approach. It's not Ludovine. It's by happenstance, some things are local, but that's not the drive. The drive is the atmosphere and the good times you're gonna have. It's not. Hopefully people will want to come and be like, oh, we want to. We love the food. We love the lobster roll, the lamb milanese, but that's it's all part of the experience. It's not just it anymore.
I think from the cocktails here, people can expect, obviously, good, solid, well-made drinks with attention to detail, just like any other aspect of the place or the food, but in a very different way than you would expect to get at Ludovine. The drink list at Ludovine is, it's more that kind of 20s, 30s, Prohibition and just post-Prohibition era cocktail, which is kind of what's driven this whole, craft cocktail movement, where you have all the tinctures and infusions and you're, doing all this stuff in-house. And this is a little later on, kind of 50s and 60s, where things got a little more straightforward, a little simpler, still a really well-made drink, but talking about things like a 7 and 7 and a single pour slang, and just highballs that were it's just a simpler concoction, maybe a spirit in a mixer, and then and we're throwing some tiki stuff in there too, which again is kind of period friendly, and that stuff gets a little more involved, but just good, solid, simple drinks for the most part, made well, made the way they would have been made at the time, with what they would have been made, and glassware to match and all that.
So another part of the experience is the music. Back then it was a big part. Lounges and things like that, and we didn't want to land. We talked about not being cliche. We didn't want it to be nothing but the Rat Pack playing all night long. But there was a feeling that came with that music. So we approached Ferris from The Spy with the idea of, here's the feel we're going for, and he's the master at this. And so he has curated our entire playlist for R&J Lounge, which you can actually listen to portions of it on the website.
So seating capacity inside is 30. We have 33 seats inside, and that includes all the bar seats. We've got 9 seats at the bar. Isn't that what we want up? Yeah, 9 seats at the bar, and then 4 4 tops, a deuce, and a 6 top big corner booth. And then the patio will be you know, I don't know an exact number of seats out there. We're going to have a few four tops, a few deuces, and then there's going to be some kind of loungy seating. It's not necessarily chairs at tables. Like we do have an indoor-outdoor fireplace, which is another component we didn't really talk about. But so we'll set up kind of a soft seating, loungy seating area around the fireplace on the patio. And then we also, again, it being a bar, we want to leave enough room for people to just kind of mingle and be standing, and where not everyone's in the seat necessarily. So we'll try to have some open space out on the patio, and kind of keep the areas, the little bit of space that there is between the tables in here, free for that as well, so it can really, work and feel like a bar.
Our hours here at the R&J Lounge, we basically open every day at 11 a.m., so we are open for lunch. And we're keeping bar hours. We're operating like a bar, so it'll be open till 2 a.m. Bars, and sometimes they slow down, they might close, but 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., Monday through Saturday. We are located at 320 Northwest 10th Street, south of 10th, east of Hudson, in the alley.
Behind the thing where the
Yeah.
320B,
If you come at night, the brightest sign ever created by man is here.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. R&J is open and ready for business. They're open for lunch. They're open late. Come check them out.